Hi, this is Abdulelah, student number CEN8107, and in this presentation I shall summarize a case between Nissan Motor Manufacturing Corporation versus the United States government. This case took place in the 1980s in the United States Court of International Trade. Nissan Motor had applied to Foreign Trade Zones (FTZ) Board in 1982 to allocate a sub-zone site near Nissan's manufacturing plant in Tennessee. Then Nissan Motor imported machinery worth more than $116 million into the FTZ subzone. However, U.S. Customs imposed a $3 million duty on the machinery imported into the subzone as it was going to be used for manufacturing. However, the duty was deferred until the imported machinery was installed and fully tested. Nissan decided to liquidate the forced imported assets in 1986, but U.S. Customs denied Nissan's liquidation in 1987. Following this, Nissan Motor filed a protest in the United States Court of International Trade, seeking U.S. Customs to reliquidate the import entries. Furthermore, Nissan Motors initiated a lawsuit against the U.S. government to refund the $3 million import duty, citing exemption under foreign trade zone privileges. A foreign trade zone is a location which can be used by companies to carry out a range of business activities including assembling, packaging, and storage of imported materials. More importantly, a foreign trade zone grants permission to foreign companies to perform these business activities without having to pay the usual import duty to the U.S. Customs. The rules governing the functioning of this special zone are governed by Foreign Trade Zone Act of 1934. While FTZs are usually shared by several foreign companies, a sub-zone is usually allocated and used by a single organization. Nissan Motor claimed that the machinery that is imported from Japan was exempt from import duty as it fell under the merchandise category. The Foreign Trade Zone Act of 1934 allowed companies to import merchandise and carry out various activities mentioned under Section 81 without paying import duties. Nissan also cited a 1978 case between Hawaiian Independent Refinery versus the United States to strengthen its claims. The court ruled in favor of Hawaiian Refinery when it refused to pay import duty on oil imported into a subzone, even though the oil was used fuel to carry out refinery operations. As per the FTZ's Act of 1934, the list of duty-exempt activities that can be carried out using the imported merchandise is limited: storing, selling, exhibiting, repacking, assembling, and distributing merchandise. Furthermore, a 1984 amendment to the FTZ Act specially excluded manufacturing equipment from the list of merchandise that qualified for import duty exemption in foreign trade subzone. The defendant also refuted plaintiff's citation of Hawaiian Refinery versus U.S. case, as the court exempted the company from paying customs duty on imported fuel since the oversight oil did not enter into the U.S. Customs territory and only stayed within the U.S. geographic territory. As there is no such boundary conflict in the case of Nissan's subzone, the defendant submitted that the machinery imported by Nissan cannot be exempt from import duty. The Court of International Trade ruled in favor of the defendant by upholding the the validity of the import duty imposed on the plaintiff Nissan Motors. The court's decision was in line with legislative history and spirit of the Foreign Trade Zone Act, as it did not want to disadvantage domestic manufacturers by allowing foreign manufacturers to cheaply import manufacturing equipment into duty-free subzones. Furthermore, Nissan was fully aware of the duties applicable for import of manufacturing equipment, as it had inquired about the same in the Customs Department before importing the said equipment. The U.S. Court of Appeals also upheld the verdict of the U.S. Court of International Trade directing Nissan Motor to pay customs duty on its imported machinery. Thank you for watching my presentation. Do leave your feedback and questions in the comments section.